going on YouTube? It's Orukazi, formerly known as Iriyasu, and it's been a while since I've been on here, 5 years to be exact, which is pretty crazy. But other than that, we're about to be reading this solo leveling Ragnarok, chapter 43. Spoiler alert, obviously, because we're fucking, you know. But yeah, so if you haven't read this, just kind of like act like you read it and comment like, you know, just act like you read it for real. But yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so first we start off with the aftermath of Lee and Sung Jinho's battle. So he just comes and he's like, "Yo, what happened to my guy? Like, why is he here alone and shit, right?" So he's mad because he thought he was really gonna kill Jinho, and he had to evacuate that body. And basically, in the last chapter, Jinho he opened up the Shadow Realm portal, and just portaled all of his friends out to get away because he knew he would get folded. But yeah, he's kind of realizing right here that he there's a lot more to Jinho than he thinks, right? So he's like, oh man, he's opening portals and shit. Like, what's happening? I don't know what this dude is, right? So he's looking at it, and he's like plotting, like he really wants to kill this guy. But yeah, we just see all this, whatever. It's cool. You lost, like you're garbage, right? So we come back to Jinho, and he's like doing acrobatic shit. I don't know. He's in a dungeon though. He heals completely on the way here, so he's like he's full. He's full health, status replenished. For this dungeon, right? So we come down here and we find out that he can't use his team up abilities and the descendants of the monarchs against the dungeon boss. And he's literally been like crutching his friends this entire time. Like every fight, he's had a team up. Well, every like important fight. But yeah, Shadow Key can't be used. None of it. He's all alone. He has no weapons, no team ups, nothing. Nobody can help. He's all by himself. All right, so he's just kind of like, what the hell is happening? And he realizes this is so back like in chapter like the first few chapters, he was in a tutorial dungeon, and he's back here again, and he's talking about Sung Jin Woo. He made this tutorial so he would prove himself worthy to the system, all that blah blah blah. It's cool. It's cool. You see him all kitted out with the biceps going, the aura farm. All right. One thing about this solo living Ragnarok, there's more aura farming than the original, bro. Like I swear they just took aura farming and just put it level 100. I don't know. I like it though. I fuck with it. But right here he says, but there are no knights to defeat and level up from, and no weapons were given. So basically, this was full of enemies when he was first here for the tutorial. Now it's just kind of like a dark, desolate, hallway that he's trying to get through. Quests aren't showing up. He's kind of becoming suspicious, like what's happening, right? And he says, "Am I supposed to clear it without weapons or bond skills?" So this guy's like, he's kind of a scrub. Well, he's not a scrub because he's definitely strong, but he needs to chill out with with the fucking team ups and weapons and stuff. Like he has to get hands. Like Sung Jin Woo, he got that shit out the mud, so he needs to learn that shit too. Feel me? So we come here, realizing it's like a maze and stuff. It's a it's like an uncanny valley. Like it's not exactly like the tutorial, but it's reminiscent of it. And we can see like the this is obviously not a regular dungeon because we can see the system glitching. And he's kind of like, "Yo, what's going on here, right?" And he has this realization that there's a door, a boss door, obviously. So this entire dungeon basically it's like, as we'll see, it's out of place. Like everything it seems just weird. Like I said, uncanny valley. It's reminiscent of the tutorial, but it's just not something's not right. He's putting his hand on the door and stuff, opening it, opening the door, feel it. will I be able to become strong like back then? See, he's at he's like literally stripped down. All he has is stats, so he's just trying to, just hope. And he remembers fighting Igris. This was Sung Jin Woo's one of his best shadow soldiers. He gets him like in the beginning of the other webtoon, right? So we get down and he's inside of the boss room. He doesn't really see anything, he's walking. He's like, what's happening? It's too dark to see clearly. Yeah, he has no idea what's going on. There's someone over there, he says. Who could this possibly be? Is it Sung Jin Woo? Oh man, it looks like Sung Jin Ho's gauntlet. And yeah, so he's realizing that he has to fight himself. Sung Jin Ho. That is me from the tutorial. Yep, yep. See, I love this, right? Like when characters fight themselves to, prove that they have potential or, just to unlock a hidden power. Like for example, like Clive Rossfield from Final Fantasy 16, you had to do a mission where you fought yourself so you could enter the icon state, and then Naruto obviously he had to fight himself so he could do the Kuruma Link Chakra Bond or whatever, just stuff like that. Even Elden Ring, you can fight yourself with the mimic and stuff, but that's not too much. Like that's not really. It's kind of lore, but it's not the same thing. But I just like shit like that when you have to fight yourself. But yeah, let's talk about my opponent is my past self. Back then, I was strong enough to even defeat Biru at full power. And Biru, he's a demon. Like he gave Sung Woo some trouble. That's like top 3 fights. He was a demon. That Biru, and he's like having PTSD shit. Like, look, there's arms getting chopped off, legs, sweat coming down his face. Like he knows something's up, right? So he sees the gauntlet. He's like, "Yo, why does this guy get fucking weapons and I don't?" Right? That's kind of unfair. And then he starts charging up. No words, no words for you, buddy. And he speed blitzes him basically. So we see right here, just boom. Look, he hasn't even moved yet, and the ground is just collapsing, and it's just a bunch of debris everywhere. Red lightning, bro. Like what? Wait. So he gets speed blitz so fast to where his like the visual effects just break the fourth wall, right? Wait. Like he's trying to talk and stuff, but no, he just dies. He gets reduced to a pit of blood, basically. Like, what is this? Speed blitz or farming? Look, crazy, insane. So he was obviously no match, and we see these torches right here, and one goes out, signifying he has died in the dungeon. And supposedly, I'm guessing if all 3 go out, then he loses. So that makes sense. But this is his first time dying, so he's like, "What the hell just happened?" Like, look at his face. He's so dumbfounded. He's like, "Why did I just get speed blitzed? Why did I just get no diffed by myself? And why am I weak?" Basically, right? So he's back at where he started. This place. He's kind of realizing, is this where? Is this? I have dyslexia. Is this a place where I respond after dying? And he's just like, this guy, he's losing it. You can see it in his face, like he is paralyzed with fear. Why am I in the boss room? No way. Could this advancement quest be beating my past self? Is that even possible? And he's just kind of thinking, like, got the sweat coming down. Like, anytime you see sweat coming down a character's face, you know they're in some shit. Like, this dude, yeah, it's over. It's not over, but like, it's over. But no, the system exists for my growth. So he's kind of like he's trying to cope with the fact that like he can't die here. Like the system won't let him die because it's dependent on him to link up with his father when he gets strong enough. If the advancement quest requires me to defeat the being inside the door, then there must be a way. Obviously. Unlike the tutorial, this dungeon has multiple pathways. Okay, so he's talking about the dungeon again, blah blah blah. So whatever, we already know the dungeon is weird. There must be another door, obviously. So just come down here. He's kind of has a little smile and stuff. Just like that thought. Another boss door, but this one's different. Look, forget it. So he just walks in there. Whatever it is, it can't be worse than my past self from earlier. We'll see about that one, Jinho. We'll see. Bunch of toys and shit. Like, what's going on? And it is his past self again, but as a baby. And look, they have this toddler ore farming. Like, this guy is crazy, bro. That's me as a child. And look at him, he's just stricken with fear. Just what the hell is wrong with this dungeon? Am I supposed to fight my childhood self? Even for me, fighting a child is. And then boom, sweat again, toys flying. Like, what? This never happened. Like, this guy was not that strong when he was a child. He was just lifting shit up. But now he's about to no diff his older self, basically. Look at this. He's already using the ruler's authority with literally everything in the room, which is insane. My body won't move. See, I don't know if this is like if he's just scared or he like literally can't move. Like this, either way, it's insane. Like he's had a pretty fucked up boss fights, pretty fucked up pair of boss fights here. So no way. Is it the power of the ruler? Well, duh. He's like lifting stuff up. Like come on, you literally have it. And yeah, just points at him. Whatever. Snap. You know. Yeah, we get it, bro. You're strong. And this is okay. So look, I didn't realize what this was at first, but this is literally like the Jinho's first person view. Like his head is spinning around the room, and you can see his eyes start shutting. And the second torch goes out, and he's just sitting on the floor like, "Yo, like, I don't know if I can do this." A newborn version of me just snapped my neck in an instant and killed me. Look at him, bro. His face is becoming blue, bro. Like he knows. It's like he can't do this. Supposedly, that's what he thinks. Both of them are opponents I can't win against right now. How am I supposed to clear this? Wait. If, like, in the tutorial, I was given 3 lives again, and I've already died twice, that means I can only have one left. Alright, so. And then it just shows a bunch of torches, because, like, they're like, okay, maybe we're a little bit too hard on Jinho. Like, he's dying in 5 seconds as soon as he enters the dungeon, getting speed blitzed. So we're just gonna give him infinite lives because like we can't have him die. He needs to link up with his father so he can save the universe, universes, dimensions, whatever. And you just see it's hella torches, bro. He's gonna be here for a while. And it's like, yo, what? This is ridiculous. This is genuine fear, bro. Look at his eyes. He knows he's about to be here for a while, getting killed after just killed all day. And the torches are glitching, so I'm not sure if this is like a if this is a glitch in the system. Maybe they didn't expect him to die, so they had to make some kind of contingency, code, whatever. I'm not sure, but anomalous interference, system error detected due to foreign material. Defeat the defeat the being inside the door before you run out of lives. Being inside the door is 0 to 1, right? So obviously the beings can change inside the door, so there's not really a certain name, right? You cannot leave the dungeon until the advancement is complete, and that's the end of the chapter right there. This is probably a far fetch, but I really do hope that the next boss would be Sung Jin Woo, because like what else could they do? Are they gonna do like an infant version of him or something? But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Um, so for the actual review for this chapter, even though it's like a setup chapter for the upcoming chapters, the big fights, the overcoming oneself, whatever. It's a really good chapter. I'm gonna give it. Okay, I was gonna say 10 out of 10, but that's low key. Like that's weird. That's glazed. I'll say 8 out of 10, just because there's like not really any action and he's just getting his ass whooped the entire time. But I do have one question. Like, why is Jinho's his challenges are way harder than Sung Jin Woo's. Like, I get it. Sung Jin Woo, he was like the first in the system or whatever, but Jin Ho's challenges, like, what is this? Like, he's actually dying. I don't remember Sung Jin Woo dying. He might have. You can correct me in the comments, but I don't think he died. And this dude just died twice in probably 15 seconds, right? So I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what the next boss is gonna be, but he has to do something quick because he's gonna be there fucking forever if he doesn't get his act straight, right? Then his dad's gonna have to fight the dimensional warlords for however long. And yeah, so damn, that's the chapter. But I hope you guys did like the video. Like or subscribe, dislike, report me, whatever. I don't really care. Just press the buttons you see on the bottom of my video. Just whatever you can comment. But hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to any other webtoons or mangas. I'll review them all. I read a lot. I might also start doing gaming videos. I do Marvel Rivals, Tekken, whatever. But yeah, I'll catch y'all.